Alright, everybody, it's Starfield time. Right before this, it was like building shaders and the sound kept cutting in and out, so it was worrying me a little bit. The music is incredibly loud, by the way. Welcome to Starfield. It means the world to us to have you exploring our brand new universe. From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios, thank you so much for playing and all your support. We can't wait to see what you discover. So let's go to the music's at 70. Okay, let me see. On OBS, the music is incredibly loud. I think 40 for me is perfect. We'll turn voice all the way up. Everything is on high. Ooh, it could go to ultra though. We'll try ultra. Motion blur. We're gonna put that off. I just don't understand why people want that on. Where would... Okay, subtitles... Okay. Alright guys, we should be good. Now this is probably my most anticipated game of the year. I did not expect Baldur's Gate 3 to be as good as it is though, so I think that and this are gonna really be battling each other out. And for me, not, other people have their opinions.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Stardock. Except, with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for rune space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestyle Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Dreams of red tape. Only this one over here. Calvert! No! No. It's a laser, not a sledgehammer. Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Yeah, okay.
What do we say, Dusties? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up. Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional
We got a cutter.
What do you think?
Energy 4. Fire rate 76. Range is 3. Accuracy 76.7%. Mass is 4. Value 475.
Careful!
I didn't expect that to be as funny as it was.
Dusty, you're up. Take that cutter you grabbed and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
Okay. I kind of mined that dude's head. Alright, I'm gonna turn the volume down for it just a bit more because everything is super loud. I can, you know what? The volume is gonna take to get it, to get it just right, so bear with me. On all that. Still a bit. OBS is saying that it's still a bit loud, so we'll see how this is.
You think we'll be done here soon? I hear this is the last dig. I'm busy. Got anyone else to bother?
They're ready, boss. Get back up here.
Oh, good thing I was done anyway.
Join. Ball for the fence. Hey! Watch it!
Glad
Come on.
we're off this
It's
ride.
time. You're with me.
Alright, follow Lynn.
And here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Scanner's reading a clean break. Shutting down.
Ella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't.
You don't?
What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
We'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up?
Okay. Sorry about that. I had to mute for a little bit. Allergies are unfortunately acting up. I don't know if we get to keep all this beryllium, but yes.
Dusty, snap out of it.
Hey, come on. Come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Alright, so we got our character creation here. So, we got our biometric ID. Biometric customizations can be changed later by visiting a genetics facility. Okay. So we have number 1. Can we... Oh, we can just go with this. Okay. Oh, rotated mouse too. Okay. I saw we were on 32, which I think was the last one. So that's how many faces there are. So far, that one, I guess. This one's pretty good, though. He looks like the guy off of The Expanse. I can't remember his name. We'll go with this one, I guess. Got body. I am... probably... yeah, probably right there. Leaning way more towards the thin. Walk style. I guess that one. We'll go with the pale one, because that's me. Alright, face. Like I said, pale. Head shapes. Let's see. How is that round? Holy hell. I think that looks fine right there. We have hair. Whoops. How do you... there we go. Let's say, how do you zoom out? So here's the thing about the Bethesda games. Fallout 4 was really the only one where you saw your character, and that was with dialogue and everything. So with this one being a silent protagonist, you're not gonna really. I don't think you're gonna be seeing your character, really ever, unless you go into third person. So I'm going to try not to spend too much time in making the actual face, because we're not really going to see it too much. Yeah, we'll just go with that, because even though I don't have mohawk or anything. Now I do have dark brown hair. Let's see if we can get that. I think that's probably about where it is. That's too light. Yeah, we'll go with that. Facial hair. Oh, that's facial hair color. Whoops. See, right now mine is probably... Mine's probably about right there right now, because I did shave. So we'll go with that. And my hair color is... My facial hair color is dark black. It's so hard to tell. That looks like that. Let's see. Eyes. Whoa. I got normal eyes. Eye color. My eye color is hazel, which is... But I like that. We're going with that. Yeah. Let's see. I think 4 is probably the best eyebrow. Yeah. Eyebrow color. There. I like to think we got these eyes after touching the artifact, you know. Actually, I think that note, whoa. It's a pretty good nose right there. Ears. Those ears are fine. Cheeks, mouth, teeth, all that is fine. Oh, I didn't even notice all this down here. Neck is fine. Jewelry. I don't really want to wear jewelry. Dermesthetic. This is weird. We'll go with that. Ooh. Liver disease, jaundice? What do we got going on there? Complexion blemishes, scars. I don't have any scars. I don't have any tattoos. Don't need lipstick or eyeliner. Don't need any dirt. Okay. I think that's good. Background. So your background. We're going to go ahead and read them all. Beast Hunter. From the Ashta of Aquila to the terrormorphs that plague the whole of the settled systems. Hostile alien life abounds. You've learned the skills to track them, find them, and take them down. You have fitness, In space, the greatest commodity is oxygen, and the increased lung capacity gained by a regular physical fitness regimen is essential to survival. Ballistics. Centuries of conflict have proven that when it comes to threat elimination, few things stack up to the reliable power of high-speed projectiles. And gastronomy. Access to brand new worlds means access to brand new ingredients, and there is almost no limit to the delicious foods and drinks a talented chef can prepare. There we go. We have Bouncer. You've worked the line at the toughest clubs in the settled system. Back then, you learned that most non-lethal confrontations can be solved one of two ways. A strong right hook, or a more strongly secured door. Boxing, once considered a sport of kings, boxing is still practiced as a recreational, competitive activity, but its combat applications can't be denied. Security. While the standardized digital locking mechanism is renowned for its security, any code can be broken with the proper training. And then fitness again, which we had in the previous. Bounty Hunter. Wherever there are wanted individuals, there are those who profit from their capture. And your quarry knows that in the vastness of space, they can run, but they can't hide. You have piloting. As more people journey into space, the number of those certified to effectively pilot various types of spacecraft have increased dramatically. Targeting control systems, missile weapons are favored because they can lock onto an enemy ship, but an intimate knowledge of tracking systems can make them even more effective. And boost pack training. Specialized training and innovations in personal mobility systems have allowed for unfettered exploration on alien worlds. So, we know from the big gameplay reveal a while ago that targeting control systems could be very useful for boarding enemy ships. And boost pack is another important one. So far we're going to lean towards Bounty Hunter, but we'll see. Chef. While the unrefined masses scarfed down chunks by the shipload, you catered to those with a more discerning palate. In your kitchen, countless alien species became true culinary masterpieces. Gastronomy, we have dueling, considered by many to be a lost art. Close attacks with a melee weapon can often be deadlier than ranged combat when carried out by a skilled practitioner. And scavenging. There are those who can find just about anything, and their success is usually dependent on knowing how and where to look. So, I guess probably bonus loot when scavenging. Combat medic. Leave it to human beings to fight over something as infinite as outer space. That's where you come in. You've never been afraid to take on the enemy, but you'd much rather take care of your friends. Pistol certification. Considering the popularity of the personal sidearm in the settled systems, familiarity with such weapons is often considered essential. Medicine. Only through advancements in medical training and technology has humanity been able to withstand the galaxy's many dangers. And wellness. By embracing an active lifestyle and good nutrition habits, one may improve their overall sense of health and even gain prolonged life expectancy. Cyber Runner. From Neon to New Atlantis, the megacorps stand as monuments to power, prestige, and profit. You've worked both for and against them, on the inside and out, often sacrificing conscience for credits. So we have stealth. For a combatant who values discretion above all else, the ability to approach a target while undetected and kill with a silenced weapon is as terrifying as it is effective. Security, which we've already read, and theft. While not entirely honorable, and certainly not legal, it is nonetheless occasionally necessary to discreetly remove property from someone's person. hold on 1 sec. Alright, sorry about that. My allergies, of course, have to act up literally on the day I plan on playing this for a while. We have cyberneticist, robots, mere toys, neuroamps, good for parlor tricks. The colony war may have made implants and upgrades available to veterans, but you once saw a greater future, humans and machines as one. We have medicine, security, and lasers. Personal laser weapons are in widespread use across these settled systems, and specialized training can greatly increase their effectiveness. So the cyberneticist wants to be a robot. Well, they want them to be one. Diplomat. The wars are over. Peace now reigns the settled systems, but only because there are those quietly fighting to keep it. Because of you, agreements were signed, words were heeded, lives were spared. Persuasion. In the settled systems, the nuanced ability to listen and discuss can often accomplish far more than simply shooting first and asking questions later. Commerce. In the settled systems, free market economy, almost anyone with the right skill set can open and run a successful business. And wellness. Explorer. They said exploration is a lost art. You didn't listen. As the major factions argued over the space they desperately tried to control, you were busy uncovering the wonders of the settled systems. You have lasers, astrodynamics. Astrodynamics. Advanced technology is one thing, but it takes skill, patience, and a little bit of love to coax even more capability out of a ship's grav drive. Surveying. Humanity now has access to untold alien worlds, and the ability to decipher all that data while on the ground has become an essential skill set. Okay, so this one you might know where minerals and stuff like that are a little easier. You have gangster. You were always disgusted by suckers killing themselves to make an honest wage. As soon as you were old enough to hold a weapon, you took what you wanted from anyone unlucky enough to have it. Well then. Shotgun certification, the cornerstone of close quarters combat, or CQC. A shotgun has proven a simple, deadly weapon for hundreds of years. Boxing. Once considered a sport of kings, boxing is still practiced as a recreational competitive activity, but its combat applications can't be denied. And theft. We have homesteader. The discovery of the settled systems, many oxygen-rich planets and moons meant humans could live just about anywhere. If they had the know-how, you did, and utilized it to great effect. Geology. Newly discovered minerals mined from alien planets and moons have directly led to some incredible technological advancements. Surveying and weightlifting. Weight training can significantly increase one's ability to carry weapons and equipment, both in space and on the ground. Alright guys, sorry about that. I have to keep either muting myself or right there I had to cut out a section because I had to go blow my nose. I don't know why my allergies started to act up today, but fight through it. We have industrialist. There was a time when all you wanted to be was a titan of industry, maybe a ship designer or megacorp exec. Thankfully, that skill set never goes out of style in the settled systems. You have persuasion, security, and research methods. By skillfully employing both new and time-tested methods, a researcher may complete projects faster and even gain unexpected insights. Okay, so when you're doing research and stuff, interesting. Long hauler. Let those other hot-headed pilots obsess over laser weapons and maneuverability. You're a space trucker, pure and simple. Pack the cargo, get it there fast, get paid, repeat. Life is simple and good. You have weightlifting, piloting, As more people journey into space, the number of those certified to effectively pilot various types of spacecraft has increased dramatically. And ballistic weapon systems. While there have been significant advancements in ship-borne weaponry, sometimes the simplest tool is the most effective. You have Pilgrim, Wayfarer, Wanderer, Seeker, Transient. You've been called many things during your travels and learned something those others could never understand. The journey is the destination. Scavenging, surveying, and gastronomy. We have Professor. You always enjoyed learning, but nothing could compare to the joy of teaching others. As humankind spread throughout the stars, there was never a lack of knowledge to obtain, and you gladly assisted. You have aerodynamics, geology, and research methods. We have Ronin. Masterless and unbound, you wandered the settled systems as a blade for hire. To some, you are a simple mercenary, to others, a hero, and to a select few, a nightmare they could never wake from. Dueling, stealth, and scavenging. We have Sculptor. With your knowledge of anatomy and skilled, steady hands, you could have had a lucrative career as a surgeon. Instead, you followed your heart and created works of art to amaze and inspire. Oh, I don't know about all that. You have medicine, geology, and persuasion. Soldier. The settled systems is no stranger to warfare, and if there's one thing armed conflict relies on, it's trained warriors with guns and guts. You had both. Simple, bloody work, and you were great at it. You have fitness. Ballistics. Centuries of conflict have proven that when it comes to threat elimination, few things... Oh, we read that. And boost pack training. We have Space Scoundrel. Good? Bad? Who's right is it to say? If there's anything you've learned while traipsing through the galaxy, it's this. Space may look black, but it's really one big shade of gray. I love that. You have pistol certification. Considering the popularity of the personal sidearm in the settled systems, familiarity with such weapons is often considered essential. Piloting and persuasion. We have xenobiologist. The settled system is home to untold alien species, and while none of them have yet proven sentient, that never deterred you. So you sought out and studied them for whatever gifts they offered. You have lasers, surveying, and fitness. And then finally, File not found. Oddly, there is no information on file about your past life. Clerical oversight? Deletion by some powerful unknown faction? Or was there just nothing of note to mention? Whatever the reason, your past is known only to you. What's important is the here and now, and the path you are about to forge. You have wellness, ballistics, and piloting. Honestly, I would love File Not Found if you could choose. Because I love this little thing right here. I also really love Space Scoundrels little bio, but I think Bounty Hunter for the targeting control system and boost pack training. Alright, traits. Hold on one sec. Okay, so we have traits. And traits are optional, but we will be taking them, I think. You have alien DNA. You volunteered for a controversial experiment that combines alien and human DNA. As a result, you start with increased health and oxygen, but healing and food items aren't as effective. Dream Home. You own a luxurious, customizable house on a peaceful planet. Unfortunately, it comes with a $125,000 credit mortgage with Gal Bank that has to be paid weekly. Too close to home. Empath. You are deeply connected to the feelings of others. Performing actions your companion likes will result in a temporary increase in combat effectiveness, but performing actions they don't like will have the precise opposite effect. Okay. Extrovert. You're a people person. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring with human companions, but more when adventuring alone. Can't be combined with introvert. So they've had this trait in a lot of things, Wasteland 3 being the most recent. Freestar Collective Settler. You gain access to special Freestar Collective dialogue options and better rewards for some missions given by the faction. But crime bounty towards other factions is greatly increased. It can't be combined with any other faction allegiance trait. So I tried not to look up any spoilers for this game. The same with Baldur's Gate. But I did hear that this one was a really good one to have because you'll get a lot of money. So we'll click that for now. Hero Worshipped. You've earned the attention of an annoying, adoring fan who will show up randomly and jabber at you incessantly. On the plus side, he'll join your ship's crew and give you gifts. We're taking that. So I've never played, I believe it was Morrowind or Oblivion that has the adoring fan, but I have played Mass Effect, the trilogy, and that one is hilarious. So yeah. Introvert. You really need your alone time. Exerting yourself uses less oxygen when adventuring alone, but more when adventuring with other human companions. Kid stuff. Your parents are alive and well, and you can visit them at their home, but you will automatically send 2% of your credits home to them every week. So I visit my parents every Sunday. So we could get this. Neon Street Rat. You grew up on the mean streets of Neon. You gain access to special dialogue options and better rewards from some missions on Neon. Crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. Raised Enlightened. You grew up as a member of the Enlightened. You gain access to a special chest full of items in the House of the Enlightened in New Atlantis, but lose access to the Sanctum Universum chest. I don't know what that is. Raised Universal. You grew up as a member of the Sanctum Universum. Oh, that's this. You gain access to a special chest, blah blah blah. Serpent's Embrace. You grew up worshipping the Great Serpent. Graph jumping provides a temporary boost to health and oxygen, but health and oxygen are lowered if you don't continue jumping regularly, like an addiction. So you always gotta be jumping. Spaced. Your body has become acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased when in space, but decreased when on the surface. So when you're in the ship, is that right? Taskmaster. Occasionally, if you have crew trained in a certain ship system, that system will automatically repair itself to full health whatever is damaged below 50%. However, all crew cost twice as much to hire. But what if they're companions? Do they still cost? Terra Firma. You've never acclimated to space. Health and oxygen are increased when on the surface, but decreased when you're in space. United Colonies Native. You get access to special United Colonies dialogue options and better rewards from some missions given by the faction. However, crime bounty by other factions is greatly increased. And then Wanted. Someone put a price on your head, and word is spread. Occasionally, armed mercenaries will show up and try to kill you. But being cornered gives you an edge. When your health is low, you do extra damage. We'll take this, too. Just because, hey, more people to loot, baby. Okay, I think that's it. Damn.
Bet you were expecting a quiet job compared to your last gig. Bounty hunter turned space miner. Huh. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way, then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened?
Alright, let's see. There was this light and music. It was incredible, like a dream or a vision. Everything's a blank after I went into that tunnel. What is that thing? It was incredible, like a dream or a vision.
Easy there, high flyer. Probably just the endorphins kicking in when you passed out. Don't go having an experience on me. You'll walk it off. More importantly, we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. Will be... Speak of the devil.
I guess we're following her around. Yep. The sensitivity, you saw me doing this earlier, the sensitivity is really high.
Our constellation contact is on approach.
I did hear, you don't need to take everything.
Kind of a joke.
Joke. You're just too young to know better.
Because junk is pretty much useless.
Hell, I bet half
Ooh,
the
space
crew doesn't even believe
undersuit.
we exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe the Lord exists, but it's still...
And things of value.
Yeah, come on. Exploring space? Who does that anymore? Ain't the space
Um,
we've already got complicated enough?
166. Unless the value's super high, I heard you don't need to take it either. I don't. Oh,
You don't look good.
shut up. I look fabulous. But I'm gonna take some stuff at least, things that I think we might need later, like tape, because I do know there's crafting and stuff like that.
This has been a good run. Argos usually ain't so good at picking sites. Oh, this time, like a miracle.
Supervisor's log number 1.
Supervisor's log. It's day 2 of Argus Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestar Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. Site setup was fairly painless. New record for us. 18 hours, including the elevator. The prefabs are starting to show their age, though. Time to rebudget for new equipment. Again. The crew is good. Spirits are high enough. Hella is a pain in my ass, as always. And completely indispensable. What's the saying? The problem is, I love him, and he knows it. Calvert remains the weak link. He just can't train away stupid. But she's got a daughter on Mars or someplace and needs the cred, so she gets one more chance. If she does wash out in the end, we've still got the Dusty. And there's definitely some promise there.
Okay, so we do have audio logs. I honestly didn't know if there were going to be any. Makes sense, though,
We got a few
being
more digs to go before I feel like talking to you.
in the future. Shut the fuck up. Syringe. It's probably where we just were. Med pack. Heart plus. Okay. Okay. Here we were just here. We took
Don't
everything.
get too used to how easy this is.
Shut up.
Next day, toxic hazard.
Just trying to get through my shift.
Oh, those are slippers. I was like, what is that? Got some milk. I don't think I needed the bottle, but well. Oh, it's a bathroom, okay. Nicholas Nickleby. It's a book. Oh, okay. Chapter 1 introduces all the rest. There once lived in a sequestered part of the country a Devonshire, one Mr. Godfrey Nickleby, a worthy gentleman who, taking it into his head rather than late in life that he must get married, and not being young enough or rich enough to aspire to the hand of a lady of fortune, had webbed an old flame out of mere attachment, who in her turn had taken him for the same reason. Thus, two people who cannot afford to play cards for money sometimes sit down to a quiet game for love. Charles Dickens' third novel is the tale of a young man who struggles to support his family after his father inadvertently plunges them all into poverty, then dies. Okay, nice story. Red Rover, Come Over. An excerpt from Lubov Song's novel Red Rover, Come Over, an alternate history where autonomous robotic rovers gained sentience, replicated, and colonized Mars before humans could form colonies. I'm not sure about that. Larissa just smiled. The machine continued to blink its lights and emit faint whines as its servos whirled, unsure of how to proceed, but machine communication was Larissa's specialty. She flicked the buttons on her universal comm unit. Its LEDs blinked rapidly in response to her movements. It's okay. She signaled through the device. I won't hurt you, but if you've any hope of getting out of this cave, we'll need to work together. Larissa had expected her day to go like this, trapped in a disused mining tunnel under the surface of Mars with a frightened and potentially hostile maintenance robot. But her espionage training had prepared her for similar situations. The machine clicked and beeped in response. I trust you. It wasn't a direct translation. As precise as machine binary language was, there was still a lot of room for misinterpretation. When translated to her native tongue, it was close enough. The robot seemed to relax. Its glowing aperture expanded to let more light in as it gazed at her, taking in any information it could glean from her, and then extended one of its many clamps in her direction. She took hold and with a firm yet gentle tug pulled the small robot out from under the rubble. There we go. That's better, isn't it? She asked, clicking out her message on her comm unit. Now, if you can lead me out of this tunnel and back to my dropship, I can call for backup that could help your fellow machines fight back against your oppressors. The robot seemed to nod in understanding and began to wheel its way down the rocky corridor, stopping every so often to let Larissa catch up. Okay. Notepad. I don't think there's anything on these right now. Okay. Hard Times. Book the First, Sewing, Chapter 1, The One Thing Needful. Now, what I want is facts. Teach these boys and girls nothing but facts. Facts alone are wanted in life. Plant nothing else. And root out everything else. You can only form the minds of reasoning animals upon facts. Nothing else will ever be of any service to them. This is the principle on which I bring up my own children, and this is the principle on which I bring up these children. Stick to facts, sir. By far the smallest of Charles Dickens' novels, Hard Times chronicles the lives of the residents of Coketown, a fictional Victorian industrial mill city. Okay. Whoops, didn't mean to take out my gun. How do I put that back? Whoa. So we have an injector, used to administer medication that treats afflictions. Treats brain injury, concussion, heat stroke, hernia, hypothermia, lung damage, poisoning, and radiation poisoning. Man, so we don't have some of that stuff here.
You alright? Need some coffee or something?
Ew.
Got a packet somewhere.
Digipack. I don't know what that is.
Yeah? Something you need?
Cheddar snack crackers. Isocentered magnet. I don't know, it looks cool, so I'm gonna take it. Snack pack protein
Take my
bar.
advice and pack your own suit next
Ping
time.
pong ball.
You always want to be the one choosing your own gear. The suits that Argo spies are... Well, I mean they work.
Heller's personal log number 1.
This is the personal log of Lynn's amazing right-hand man. That's me, Heller. Another day, another giant rock. The rock currently in question is Vectera, which is... it's a moon. It's in space. It's got ore, like the last 100. Unless you're me and can appreciate the beautiful distinctions between neodymium, vanadium, and iridium. I love these clowns, but most of them can't tell iron from lead.
Okay, so
It's more than that, though.
that's 2 audio logs. I'm trying to know how to put this away. Alright, we need to go over there.
Heller putting that first aid seminar to work on you, huh?
Oh, on space mining. Oh, this one doesn't. Okay, this one doesn't read. Chapter 3: Mining Suit Maintenance. Of all the hazards that exist out there in space, you'll find yourself easily forgetting about CO2 buildup in your respirator. That's a huge mistake. Even a small amount of CO2 is going to add up over the course of your day, sapping just a little bit of life out of you when you need it. Running is harder, swinging that cutter around takes one more huff than you want, and when a tunnel collapses, you want to be moving as fast and across as long a distance as possible. Invest in a good helmet, trust me. The rest of the chapter continues to recite the importance of quality equipment. Cool.
Oh, sure. Just take my stuff. All yours.
Shut up, bitch. I'm a, well, you know my traits.
Lynn sure seems to like you.
Thank you.
Guess she would know, being the boss and all.
A lemon. Supervisor's log number 2.
Supervisor's log supplemental. Still day 2 of Argos Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestock Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. As far as anyone knows, this is just another ore run. Vectera's got enough mid-level veins to keep everyone working and not asking questions. I've told Heller everything he needs to know, which is pretty much everything I know. This is another one of Barrett's special orders. He made good with the payment for Kazal, even if it was a bust. This time, I'm not so sure. This place is giving me the willies. I think we're going to find something. I just have no idea what it could be, or why Barrett might want it. But those sweet Constellation credits mean we dig our holes and keep our mouths shut. And I'm okay with that. Hopefully, between Barrett's mysterious thing and the ore itself, we'll be done with this rock in 5 days, when the transport is supposed to come back for extraction.
And of course, we know why they wanted to be here. Go ahead and take that cutter. Oh, okay. We got 2. Making sure there's no other readables. Genetic sample bottle. Weird. Dartboard. Darts are pretty fun.
You fitting in okay?
Hope so.
Mining crews ain't the friendliest, but they're good folks.
You're lucky. I've been with some outfits that didn't even bother packing medical.
Hey, that was my sandwich!
Yeah.
I love that they react to you taking their food.
What? Ah, I'm working.
Yeah, you got any food for me to take? Huh?
Take care of yourself out there.
If you feel sick, please report to the med staff immediately. Inspection soon. Get it together, people. Reminder, clean your spacesuit after each use.
Not interested. Whatever it is.
I ain't talking to you.
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Select the area in the lower right to access your inventory. Ah, I see. Inventory, skills, star map, mystery. Select the helmet's category. Deep mining space helmet to equipment. Cool. Wasn't me.
You got somewhere else to be. Really? In a discovery class? That's difficult to Come on.
Let's go ahead. We got this pistol. Let's equip it. Oh, scared me.
Hey. Busy. I'm busy.
Okay, so holding R does holster it. Okay.
Barrett?
Man.
Been a long time.
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal. And no, Barrett. Not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Woke up saying all kinds of nonsense.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
Darn tootin'. You could call it that. I'm fine, nothing to talk about. How would you know about that?
Well, you could say that the infinite possibilities of the universe are full of everything but coincidences.
You could call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett? Oh, shit! That's the Crimson Fleet!
Everybody get ready!
Let's do some killing. I'm a bounty hunter.
Just like the emergency drill!
Gotta give it up when I have a chance!
Ah. It takes a really long time to reload a pistol.
I'm going for it!
The real damn Crimson Fleet!
Had to do it.
We got him, guys. I think a lot of our people died. Yep, a miner. Now, the shooting might take a little bit to actually get used to. And then I didn't expect the reloading for the pistol to actually take as long as it did. So I'm standing there while he's trying to reload it. Let's see about... Let's eat this lemon. Granola. Milk. This bitten sandwich.
This attack better not be coming out of our pay. Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Well, that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now.
If they can tell me what this artifact of yours is, I'm in. If you'll take me off this damn moon, sign me up. Whoa, wait, I didn't ask for any of this. What is Constellation anyway? Let's check that one.
You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go.
Okay. I think tell me what the artifact is. I'm in.
Marvelous.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
All right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things.
Stop calling me Dusty. What about the mine? Don't you need me?
Now that we've been attacked, we've got to pack up and move on. Argos will come for the rest of us. You get going.
Thanks for everything, Lynn.
Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, none of that's settled. Vasco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time. Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions?
So press tab to exit dialogue when you're done asking a question. Okay. Why send me? Shouldn't you go? You're giving me your ship. Who are you? What's constant? Okay. Why was the Crimson Fleet after you?
They're just following the loot, like pirates do. And I have something of a reputation as a loot collector.
What exactly did we dig up?
That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help.
Who are you? What's Constellation? We already know that. You're giving me your ship?
Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception, since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had.
I guess we'll go with this one just to empty all the dialogue.
See, that's the problem with the settled systems. Too easy to take everything for granted. While everyone else is busy playing politics, we're the ones braving the unknown, charting the vastness of space. Without us, the galaxy is just a big room with the lights turned out.
Why send me? Shouldn't you go?
Come on. You're really not at all curious about that light and music show you experienced? Why it only affected you? Because if you didn't notice, we've all been handling it since with no problem. The way I see it, Constellation needs that artifact, but they also need you. This mystery is only getting bigger each step we take. And you're part of it now. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
We got the watch.
We're still in one piece. Oh God, I'm gonna throw up.
You got it, Heller. You're good.
Captain Elijah, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike. I will attempt to boost the shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
So they do the same thing as Fallout 4, where they actually have a certain amount of names in there so you can put it, and they will say it. I think that's a really cool and nice touch. For some people it sucks because they don't have their name, which is weird. I don't know if that's or what we picked up was anything, but you know. Alright, we have Barrett Personal Slate 1.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances. In short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Okay, so it's technically Constellations. Research station. The research lab lets you discover new crafting recipes by completing research projects. Each research project requires materials in order to make progress. The materials needed can range from raw materials extracted from planets to organic substances extracted from alien creatures and plant life to manufacture components that can be made at an industrial workbench. So we have pharmacology, available projects 2. Got performance enhancement, steroids, I guess. Medical treatment, heal paste. Oh, we can track stuff as well. Old Earth cuisine. So we have bread. Beverage development, mixology. We've got zero wire for manufacturing. Robots. All we need is a little more aluminum. Then we have helmet mods. Then gun stuff. So that's cool. So they do have the crafting like kind of like Fallout 4, I guess, which I really liked. The hat. Personal Slate 3. We'll find 2 first. Broken Constellation Space Helmet. I don't want the broken one. This is worth $655. I'm gonna sell it. We got nightwear. Where is... So we have the Personal Slate 3. Do we have 2 in here? I don't see it.
Right now. First stop when I get home. But I really need to get better about packing snacks for these long hauls. Some rhubarb boom pop. Maybe some cereal. Irvin always made the best trail mix. Added in little marshmallows for stars. I miss that.
Alright, so I went ahead and turned the volume up for OBS a little bit. Captain's locker, the learned astronomer. When I heard the learned astronomer, when the proofs, the figures were ranged in columns before me, when I was shown the charts and diagrams to add, divide, and measure them, when I sitting heard the astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room, how soon unaccountable I became tired and sick, till rising and gliding out I wandered off by myself in the mystical moist night air, and from time to time looked up in perfect silence at the stars. Walt Whitman's When I Heard the Learned Astronomer, while only one stanza neatly encapsulates the author's disdain for the scientific over-analysis of nature's beauty. Okay. So we have 135, how much we can carry.
Shield's ready. The rest is up to you.
Well, let's take off.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way.
Okay, hold left alt and use WASD to switch between systems and allocate power. You can skip this tutorial by powering up all systems, including the grav drive. I need the tutorial, I feel like. So left alt. That's a weird button for me to hit. So left alt and... Okay, so take away shield, put up shield. If we take away shield and put one on engine.
Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity.
Use WASD to increase or decrease ship speed. Okay.
A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed.
Left shift. Oh, that's a little weird one too. Whoops, didn't mean to do it.
Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, it'll be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it.
So when you just press the boost, it uses it all. You have to, I guess, press it again.
You've proven an adequate
to
pilot.
stop.
Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. centered on the HUD. We can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain.
Press
Ballistic weaponry
G.
excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline.
Press mouse 2 to fire the ballistic cannon.
You're done. Let's get it.
Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Wait, what did I just do? I pressed E. Why did he get up? Let me loot it.
Two more Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain.
Grab drive's out. Aren't you from that explorers group? Don't they teach you to fly? They got the grab drive.
The amount of Crimson Fleet hostility has been far more than anticipated. At this rate, the odds of continual assault from their ships are high enough to jeopardize our mission. In short, they are after the frontier and will not stop.
Alright, that's a little
We need
frustrating.
to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
So for some reason, tab to open the menu, okay. For some reason E, which is to loot, is also to get out of your chair. I don't understand why that's a thing. Because for some reason it's like it's not letting me loot. Like I had the thing pop up one time and it didn't let me do anything. There we go. What? Okay, I guess that's nothing. Let's do this. We'll bring up tab. What is it? Star map is what they said. Travel between the stars. Zoom out to see the entire star system. Zoom out again to see all the stars in the set of systems. Plot a course by selecting the star system you want to travel to. Your ship can only jump so many light years at once, so distant star systems may require you to jump to a closer star first. Okay. Okay. So we're trying to go to Crete. Okay, that was a little weird.
We have arrived in orbit. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
So the thing about that is we don't have much ammo. The planet view of the star map gives you information about the environment, lets you scan the planet for resources, and helps you discover key landing sites. Rotate the planet until the Crete Research Lab map icon is in view. Then select the map icon to land there. Land.
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain. Captain Elijah, Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the Lodge with no deviations. We are here to stop the Crimson Fleet from pursuit. Nothing more.
Okay, so why is the Crimson Fleet captain after Barrett?
I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted.
Just who are you and Barrett? What's Constellation? Why is Barrett trusting me with his ship?
Barrett would say that billions of years ago, we were all one with the cosmos, so technically you have known each other forever. But
Whatever.
the more practical answer is likely that he needs you. The number of known people who have been affected by the artifacts is now 2. Without your investment in Constellation's mission, he may never know more about the experience you both share. So he is showing you trust in order to gain your support.
Okay, just who are you and Barrett? What's Constellation?
Constellation is an explorers society founded over 50 years ago with the mission of seeking out the unknown. Members often engage in expeditions in small groups, typically 1 or 2 people, or like Barrett and myself, 1 person and 1 robot. The membership is intentionally limited and small. Should you join Constellation yourself, you will be the 10th active member.
Okay, so there's not many people in Constellation. Let's trade gear.
Am I currently in possession of an item you require?
Well, you have this cartridge, so I'm gonna take it. I don't know what it was, but... actually, is that a Q? Let's just push the button. Let's give him Not the digipacks, those are the like the lockpicks. Yeah. Alright. I wish I had more ammo.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
How do I scan? I don't know. Is it gonna tell me? Let's see about... Oh, we have this too. And an axe. Okay, let's go ahead and favorite this to 1. This one to 2. This one to 3. Okay.
Be careful, Captain. Alien creatures are often
Okay, so here we go. Scan creatures, minerals, and plants. Each unique item scanned progresses your survey data of the planet. Completed survey data can be sold for credits. The scanner mode also unlocks additional features such as building outposts, and using social skills like diplomacy and intimidation. Okay, so it says we've done 51% of the planet for some reason. There's 3 fauna, 3 flora, and 8 resources. We scanned 1 apparently. I'm gonna be on mute for a minute.
predictable.
I didn't want to do it, but he attacked. See, the problem here is that it shows me just how much there is, and I'm gonna want to get it all. Okay, we don't see anybody outside, so... And I'm guessing, you know, we obviously know that this from the video. From the gameplay video. Resource fiber. Well, it's a good thing we're bounty hunters. I love that when you're on the scanner, everything is kind of highlighted, or the stuff you can scan and you know, basically do mineral deposits for. Nothing really in here. Okay, so that does load the interior. I think, though, we lost a little bit of health. Now, does this mean we have 12 med packs? Yes. Okay.
Curious. These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Yes. Alright, bad people, bad jokes too. Why did the chicken cross the road? Huh. What's a chicken? Knock knock. Who's there? Planet. Planet who? If I throw a party, will you help me plan it? Ecliptic mercenary says to a woman, I've been hired to kill you and I always get the job done. Woman says, can't we talk about this, son? What? How do you keep an idiot in suspense? Yeah. How do you get a Freestar Collective hick out of a tree? Wave. Louis Lupper's Bad People, Bad Jokes Volume 2 is a follow-up to his original work and, just like its predecessor, has become a cult hit. Omega, The Last Days. The following is the opening of Camille Flammarion's 1894 work Omega, The Last Days of the World, in which a comet is set to collide with the Earth in the 25th century, and people must come to terms with the end of the world and what that actually means. Omega, The Last Days of the World, Chapter 1. The magnificent marble bridge which unites the Rue de Rennes with the Rue de Louvre, and which, lined with the statues of celebrated scientists and philosophers, emphasizes the monumental avenue leading to the new portico of the Institute, was absolutely black with people. A heaving crowd surged, rather than walked, along the quays, flowing out from every street and pressing forward toward the portico. Long before invaded by a tumultuous throng, never, in that barbarous age preceding the Constitution of the United States of Europe, when might was greater than right, when military despotism ruled the world, and foolish humanity quivered in the relentless grasp of war. Never before in the stormy period of a great revolution, or in those feverish days which accompanied a declaration of war, had the approaches of the House of the People's Representatives, or the Place de la Concorde, presented such a spectacle. It was no longer the case of a band of fanatics rallied about a flag, marching to some conquest of the sword, and followed by a throng of the curious and the idle, eager to see what would happen, but the entire population, anxious, agitated, terrified, composed of every class of society without distinction, hanging upon the decision of an oracle, waiting feverishly the result of the calculations which a celebrated astronomer was to announce that very Monday. At 3 o'clock in the session of the Academy of Sciences, amid the flux of politics and society, the Institute survived, maintaining still in Europe its supremacy in science, literature, and art. The center of civilization, however, had moved westward, and the focus of progress shone on the shores of Lake Michigan in North America. That was probably the most boring thing I've read in a very long time. the gravity paradigm. Truth is, what our scientists didn't know back then could fill volumes. The focus, of course, was on wormholes and not only creating, but maintaining a stable and sustainable Einstein-Rosen bridge. That was the goal, the endpoint. No one had even considered that. Maybe that was just the beginning. When we look at grav drive technology today and the ease at which we fold space and travel light years in seconds, it's sometimes easy to forget the impossibility of what we've achieved. Dr. Josephine Inatu's seminal work continues for another 535 pages and has become the most highly respected text on grav drives and grav jumping ever written. Credits. Molecule extractor.
Commencing combat.
Heat leech. Okay. I was just making sure that the notepad really was nothing. And it is not. And we already read Red Rover, so. My life, chunk by chunk. I was very young, only 7 years old, when I realized humans are animals. Smart animals, sure, but still animals. You give us food, we'll eat it. We want it to taste good, and we want it to stop our hunger. Those two things, that's what's most important. After that, sure, some people want their food to be really healthy, as the experts say, and some want it to be pretty. But most people, they just want to cram something into their face. And that's when the concept of chunks was born. So begins the 120-page autobiography of Fred Blumhardt, founder of the Chunks Food franchise. Okay. It's so hard to tell, like, what will be useful and what won't. Because since you really don't use junk, cred stick, and then digipacks, hell yeah. You really don't use junk in this. You gotta kind of look at everything and make sure it's something you do or don't want to pick up. Man, there's just nobody in the beginning of this facility. Ooh. Dead scientist. History of xenobiology. The first several chapters of Lars Nilsson's work seem to focus primarily on the digestive system of alien herbivores. The dissection of Dr. Lord's latest find revealed a creature that was just as she suspected, based on its outward appearance and evolution of the microscopic hydrothermal worm. But her research also just suggested a species that evolved in distinct stages, possibly growing significantly as it did. So the question now remains, which version of the creature did Dr. Lord dissect, and what maximum size could it possibly achieve? The subsequent passages deal with Nilsson's fascination with the predatory wildlife of some unnamed world. Lubricant. Don't know if it's something we need, but okay, so we got our guys just outside the door. Beer.
Enemy damage registered.
Get out the way, Vasco.
You are trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive.
Okay, Vasco, you're kind of more in the way than helping. Pickwick Papers. The posthumous papers of the Pickwick Club, Chapter 1, The Pickwickians. The first ray of light which illumines the gloom and converts into a dazzling brilliancy that obscurity in which the earlier history of the public career of the immortal Pickwick would appear to be involved, is derived from the perusal of the following entry in the Transactions of the Pickwick Club, which the editor of these papers feels the highest pleasure in laying before his readers as a proof of the careful attention, indefatigable assiduity, and nice discrimination with which his search among the multifarious documents confided to him has been conducted. Charles Dickens first spoke about a man who establishes a society whose goal is to travel and research human life. became a phenomenon that established the author as one of the best of his day. Alright guys, sorry about that. My allergies are really acting up, so I had to actually stop for a little bit. But look at this. 2 toilet paper rolls, one on top of the other. I like it. Get out of the way, Vasco. I don't think we needed the tape, as far as I know.
Oh man, that was the best. Classic United Colonies. Put something in a cage until it kills you. One more time.
Okay, so they're listening to something. Oh, we have a computer. Our first one. Oh, wow. New beginnings. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, January 13th, 2306. I can't believe it. I got the posting. The United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division is now official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape they had to cut through at MAST. But it's long overdue, and I get to be a part of it from the ground up. My official title will be Associate Xenobiology Technician, and I ship out in 3 days. Amanda is upset, but I assured her I'll have plenty of leave and will be back in New Atlantis all the time. I'm still not sure where I'm going. Definitely somewhere in United Colonies space. Guess I'll find out when I get there. Candidate 1. Hayden Wynn, Personal Journal, February 6, 2306. We got our first extraterrestrial candidate today. What appeared to be an alien form of Lequage venusta, essentially a giant spider. Mickelson, in full protective gear, attempted to attach a neural control interface, NCI. Our security detail is still trying to remove him from the cocoon, and we had no choice but to put down the creature. A minor setback. None of us expected success on the first try. I heard Dr. Paulson tell the others that a detachment of United Colonies Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature next Thursday. Ashta specimen. Wait. Okay, that's February. Okay. Hayden Wynn, May 5th. I'm not sure how they managed it, but the UC Marines actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not that the Ashta is a terrifying beast and natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities and essential to the work we're doing here. It's that the Ashta is native to the planet Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Aquila, home to Aquila City, capital of the Free Star Collective. Leave it to a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard. Though it does beg the question, have Free Star Collective scientists managed to weaponize their greatest natural predator? If so, our timetable just got accelerated. Well, you know, maybe you could be looking at a Starship Trooper situation soon, you know. Trial failure. May 7th, so the next day. Any fears that our Free Star Collective counterparts have managed to weaponize the Ashta have been completely dispelled. After the Mickelson debacle, we determined the NCI should only be attached under full sedation, so that wasn't an issue. The problems started immediately afterward. The Ashta proved incredibly resistant to synchronization, and we never achieved control fidelity beyond 47%. Dr. Chin's arm was nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, the Ashta simply can't be controlled. If not by us, then certainly not by the Free Star Collective. Dr. Paulson has been in touch with Colonel Kasarov. Looks like the Marines will have another species collected and dropped off by this time next week. More disappointment. May 12th. Another creature, another failure. No fault of the UC ground pounders. We wanted a predator and they delivered. These things were so alien. Paulson had a difficult time deciding on a designation, opted for Repton's venom. Shame we couldn't properly sink the NCI. These things would have been spectacular, especially the poison. New specimens. July 6. Marines dropped another few specimens off this morning, totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them? They're anthropods. The alien equivalent of Homarus gamerus, basically giant space lobsters. Very promising giant space lobsters. I'm not entirely sure where the UC grunts found these particular test subjects. Some godforsaken backwater rock, I imagine. After the third and fourth unsuccessful trial, I stopped asking. None of those early species could be controlled with any reliability. As noted in my earlier logs, their natural aggressiveness made them effective weapons. But a bullet is less than useless if the gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. But these new creatures possess a perfect natural disposition, non-aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened. And when they do go on the attack, they're terrifying. So we'll see. Relocation. August 1st. We're moving, packing up shop and transitioning the entire operation. It's happened so fast, my head is spinning. The work on the anthropods has been so successful, we're actually relocating to their homeworld. We'll have an unlimited supply of creatures for the Xeno-Warfare Division. I've been named Senior Xenobiologist. That means I'll be running the entire facility. My first instinct was to tell Amanda. I'm still not used to her not being there. I'll give Mickelson credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the masked brass know that it was my work tuning the neural control interface that was instrumental in controlling the anthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. Okay, so they didn't all just, get killed here. That was just a few incidents that we heard. They were actually successful and relocated. Did it say... Yeah, okay, we're encumbered. Well... Is this how many we have? Because I don't think we need... all of these. Yeah, okay. Rattler. What the hell? Let's go ahead and put this one at 5 just so we can see. So does this use 12 and 48, 12 and 17? No, okay, so it uses different ammo than the pistol. My guess is it's a shotgun pistol. We can unlock the safe. Fill in all open slots in every layer to open the lock. Select a key and rotate it until it lines up with the gaps in the security layer. Slot the key to fill in the gaps. Each key can only be used once. Okay, so we have 5. Let's see. Blue lab outfit. Is that a cookie? I think so. I will say he gets in the way a bit too much.
You have picked up too much matter and become over-encumbered. Captain Elijah, may I take something?
Yes. Oh, damn it. Oh, shit. No, give me this. And that. What the? Okay, so this is a basic boost pack. It'll probably give us a tutorial on those things. Okay. Now is... yes, that is still there. I keep thinking these are like fridges and stuff, and I'm like, why is there a notepad in the fridge? Then I remember it is not. Bandages, okay. Ooh, a Grendel. Okay, so this is the submachine gun type thing we saw in the in the gameplay footage of this place. Can't get in there. Man, Vasco just gets in the way so much.
We ain't done yet. Let's do this! God damn it! Ah!
Level 2. This is to carry Deimos pack. Legendary item acquired. Huh. We'll check all this stuff out
We
when
have lost them.
we're finished with this place.
That's right. You better run.
Ooh.
I got this. To get yourself killed.
I am picking up faint signs of life in the area. I have located the enemy.
Gonna take you apart. I'm going for it. I'm taking you down. Sweep around. Go.
Damage registered. Please avoid getting shot. You might doubt the enemy will return.
Ears ringing.
The... I don't know, it was a little bit weird.
Exterior plating damaged. Violence significantly decreases one's life expectancy. I am aiming for your center of mass.
You're mine. Control.
O2 is consumed with exertion. Okay, so if you sprint too much, gotcha. Alright, let's head back down because we missed it a little bit. Hamburger. I'm glad that you can't use literally everything. You know, so yes, you have to. Ooh. You know, really carefully kind of look at everything you are taking. But the fact that you don't need to pick it all up, you know, for something eventually. Where is, there it is, Equinox. So this is the energy weapon. We don't have much for it, so we'll stick with the machine gun. We can use that, I guess, to make some stuff. Enigmatic, rare organic resource. This item can be used as a component in crafting. Okay. Okay. So I guess, yeah, we can make bandages and immobilizer. Treats dislocated limb, fractured skull, sprain, and torn muscle. Okay. Won't use it just yet. Another digipack.
Listen up! We got someone trying to jump our school. Hold them off here while Brogan sets up on the roof. I'm on it. No one's getting through. Get your damn head down! Opening fire! Get in of our head! Go!
Ooh, I guess someone tried to throw a grenade. I don't think Vasco is actually doing anything. Ooh. I swear he's just like a body block, and that's it. Unpredictable. Oh, okay, so we got a terminal. do this one first. Amp, caseless shotgun shell. Oh, we got some frag grenades. Is there a specific grenade button? Okay, so grenades are not in here. Here we go. Frag grenade, how do we equip them? Let's see. Okay, so you just do that. Okay, and it's equipped, but I don't know how to throw them. Hayden wins Project Terminal. Got 4. War. Hayden wins Senior Xenobiologist. Crete Research Facility Project Log, January 5th, 2308. We're at war. By establishing the colony of Vesta, the Free Star Collective have forced the UC's hand, the unmitigated gall, thinking they could establish control over a 4-star system, such a flagrant violation of the Treaty of Nerion. Our diplomats tried to resolve this peacefully, but the Council of Governors wouldn't listen to reason. Apparently they claimed that Vesta was not a colony, but rather just an insignificant farming outpost. Nice try. By all accounts, the Red Devils and Stalkers worked in perfect unison, and the results were everything we could have hoped for. No Red Devil or Stalker casualties. Vesta's defenders were apparently taken by complete surprise, which greatly contributed to their fatality rate, 93%. This is a great day for the Red Devils, a great day for the United Colonies, and a great day for Xenowarfare. Note, no, it's not lost on me that this classified facility is actually located within Free Star Collective space. So goes the great game. Phase 2. April 5th. It's finally time. After a number of successful missions with the Red Devils, the Stalkers have proven to be exactly the weapons we had hoped for. So it's time to expand our operations. MAST has finally approved the next stage of this facility's operations. Project Pet Shop. Phase 2 will now commence. Stalkers. April 18th. We've officially stopped work on the Stalkers. There are enough creatures in the field to serve the Red Devils who haven't been here to train in over a year. If they need more, we can easily gather some from the planet and fit them with NCIs. But from this point on, our focus is Phase 2. Heat leeches. May 1st. Throughout the settled systems from civilized worlds to backwater bush towns, pilots have had to deal with the nuisance known commonly as the heat leech. I had my own unpleasant experience 4 years ago at the New Atlantis spaceport. My transport was delayed while the deck crew removed a few of those filthy little things from the aft thrusters. They're attracted to heat, feed off it through some endothermic process, so thrusters are the perfect place for them to hide. They can take a full afterburner burst with no ill effects. No ill effects on the heat leeches, that is. A ship with an infestation can generally expect a 3 to 5% drop in thruster efficiency. Working with the heat leeches has been interesting, if not entirely satisfying. We have 11 of them in the lab, and by all accounts were completely innocuous, save for their heat siphoning properties. But what if there were a way to weaponize them? Perhaps artificially enhance their heat siphoning to completely and instantly disable a ship? Or even better, to somehow reverse the process so that they transfer their own heat into a ship. Someday, today, I fear, we lack the means to do either. Heat leeches. They sound awful. Oh, he has a good amount of credits. You can tell by the amount of credits that we get, everything is going to be extremely expensive. I'm guessing those guns got blown over there. Synergy. Not much seemingly in the actual lab areas. This place we broke into. Got me some toast. Cornered Kraken. It's a rare pistol. I don't think I need the impact drivers. I think I have picked up a good bit of them though. Okay, so the guy, oh wait, there it is, okay. I'll say the guy, there was one dude just hanging. Yeah, this guy. Creature in here. So they were trying to, well, they successfully, I guess, weaponized alien creatures here, but they were successful. I put the I in team. Oh, another notepad. So you're kind of left wondering, why are there so many dead scientists if they were successful and moved out? Unless maybe the day they were moving, they got, you know, looted or something? I don't know. Cartridge. Okay, so ammo. Okay, so we have Dr. Wine Emergency Slate 1.
It's loose. The Terramorph is loose. We can't stop it. When we tried to sync with the neural control interface, it just completely flipped out. Broke through its containment chamber like it was made out of paper. It killed Michelson, Cobb, and Sumatri in all of 1 minute. I'm not even sure where it is now. It took off deeper into the facility. A security detail went in after it, but good friggin' luck. When I know it's safe, I'm going to make a run for the comm relay. Try to call in the cavalry. Hayden win. lead xenobiologist. Wishing he had gone to dentist school like his parents wanted.
Okay, so this might answer the question of why there's so many dead ones. I'm guessing before they moved, maybe it got out. Got 2 Terramorph specimen. Hayden Wynn, August 15th, 2310. So it's two or 4 years after the other ones. Thanks to the UC Marines, we now have the second piece of the puzzle, a fully grown alpha predator. According to my research, a group of astrogeologists made first contact nearly 100 years ago on some remote moon. The creature didn't appear to be indigenous and was alone. There's currently no record of how it got there, so it was sheer cosmic chance that the astrogeologists found it, or rather, it found them. Scientists were quick to categorize it Ocisio Machina, roughly killing machine. The UC Marines tasked with taking it down chose a simpler name, Terramorph. I read the official record once. Of the 8-person squad, only 2 of the grunts survived, and one of those 2 lost a leg. Such an exciting time to be in Xeno warfare. NCI fitting today, August 20th. Today we fit the Terramorph with the NCI. If our experience when the grunts first dropped off the creature is any indication, our sedation window will be around 15 minutes. We better make them count. Okay. Let's check out some of these weapons. So are they in a special thing? Or... No, we have Corner Kraken. No gods, no masters. And then we have... Oh, I thought we had another one. Let's go ahead and get this on 6, since that one is out. It's obviously a machine pistol. Spiced worms, disgusting. Figure we might as well, top off some of our health and get the food out of our system. There we go. Or out of our inventory.
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics
I do.
and a disregard for personal property rights.
What the hell? Dr. Wynn Emergency Flight 2. We'll read that in a minute. Okay.
We're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the Terramorph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
Well then. Ooh. I think we may have wasted one here. Yeah. Shit. Oh, undoing it just undoes the one. Shit. Okay. I didn't even see that the first time. Okay, so obviously this one can't be used, so we have to use this one. But then it's... I don't get it. Because that one can obviously go there. If, you know, this is away. Oh, there's 3 of them right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. I was choosing the wrong ones to do first. Damn, wasted like 3 of them. Decent amount of credits though. Exterminator Ripshank. It's a melee weapon. And before we do anything, how do we... throw grenades. G. Okay, I thought it might be G.
Should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
Well, that was easy. What about these guys? That dude just jumped off the edge.
It is a shame exploration requires so much.
Hey, you got one. There's somebody else somewhere, but oh wow, this thing's almost out of ammo already. I barely even used it. Oh, it must use. Okay, so it uses that ammo. Sorry, we got plenty of this.
In combat, Barrett often yells, pew, pew, pew. I am not sure why.
He often yells pew pew pew. Okay. Stop telling me to fast travel. Bolstering navigator spacesuit. Okay. Oh, I'm encumbered. Damn. I don't know where that jackass is. But we got a new suit. So this one, 10 better thermal, 30 better corrosive, but no radiation, and 20 worse airborne. It's got 32 better energy and 32 worse physical. Bolster grants up to plus 100 energy resistance and physical resistance to lower your health. This one is not a rare suit in my opinion. It's just literally this one, but the opposite. Oh, that's what we got? Okay. Oh. It is actually better. Except for airborne and a little bit of physical. But in other ways, it's actually better. Where is Vasco? There he is.
You appear to be prioritizing your deaths over your own survival.
Okay. Where are you? He must be down there. Oh, So the only time oh, there he is. Okay. I was gonna say the only time I actually want Vasco.
We need to reach the Alpha Centauri. I will keep your items.
He's not here. Alright, let's go ahead and give him one of those. 4. We got assisted carry Demos pack. This one's better pretty much in every way. Physical is just slightly worse, so yeah. And then we will... Your suit is protecting you from environmental damage. Okay. Hazmat suit. Black leather jumpsuit, that's pretty cool. Oh, we need that, I guess. Oh, he can't carry anymore. Okay. How do you... That's how you do that. You don't need to... Making sure I couldn't, scan it anymore. I wonder if we could have gotten the guys on the ship before it got away. Unknown. Unknown. Actually, let's go ahead and keep this out. Oh, there's a lot of unknowns. That one's 1066. This is 8. Ah, screw this. We were going to this one originally. Let's see what it is. Just a big hunk of silver right here. Oh, you can probably put down a... If you put down an outpost here. Whoa. And you can farm minerals. Oh yeah, I need to... put this pack on. So we haven't found one flora or fauna yet, which is kind of interesting. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's how you do it. Oh, what? It's kind of weird getting over that terrain. Guess that's not something we can... Oh. They were sleeping, I woke them up. It's time to go. Unknown over there. Cave over there. So this is pretty cool, and this isn't one of those procedurally generated worlds either, because this is the first world, or planet, I should say, you go on for the story mission, so... Deserted relay station. Oh, it's beer. Okay, of course. Unique manufacturer component. Okay, can be used as crafting. I'm so glad that it does tell you that it can be used as crafting. Like, these circuit boards can't, which is good because I would have picked them up. I can't get out of this. Okay. The hell? There's a ship. Whose ship is this? And can I take it? That was a little bit too close to me.
You were trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive.
Well, this is my ship now. Not authorized my fucking ass. This is my ship now, bitch. How do I make this be my ship? I thought we could commandeer. I also don't know if Ecliptic were bad people or not, because, yeah, I did just kind of come onto their ship. Okay, so select missions in the bottom section. Toggle which quest is tracked on your HUD. Only one quest can be tracked at a time. Select the name of the quest to expand the list of open objectives. Select any objective in the quest to track the whole quest. You can press the set course button to automatically navigate to your active quest objective. Press R to automatically plot a course to your next objective. So Alpha Centauri. Yeah, that's what I thought. So let's check out some of our stuff. We have their pack now, which some better, some worse. Basic boost pack. I think ours is way better. What is the value? Ooh, well, we're 10 pounds and this weighs 8. The value is 3,000. Do not want to get rid of that, I don't think. Value is 1,000. We have a modified Grendel, short barrel. Okay. Okay, let's go into crafting.
We should be free of commencing item exchange.
So these aren't worth too much. And neither are these. These are worth a good bit, so I think we keep them. These cutters are not worth very much either. Alright. Ooh, okay, we can sort it by weight. There we go. The fuck? Okay. And that puts us down. Okay guys, so I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. And when we come back, we'll level up and go to wherever it is we need to go to next. So hope you guys are enjoying it. First video of Starfield, I'm loving it so far. It's Fallout in space, or Skyrim in space if you feel more so inclined. And that's what I wanted, and that's what I got. So hope you guys are enjoying it. Have a great day, and I'll see you. Bye.